Hi and welcome back everybody. My name is Charlotte and I want to actually wish everybody a happy new year. It is 2023 and in this video I'm going to be talking about my 2023 annual budget, and I'm a little late on posting this partly because I was trying to get all of everything kind of situated. I was creating some new stickers to put into my planner and figuring out what I was actually going to be doing and all of that type of stuff. So it is now right before Christmas that I'm filming this, so I have an idea before January happened, but I wanted to wait because in last Wednesday's video I made the big announcement that I am now a homeowner. I own the house that I live in right now and things have changed with my budget, so that's what I was trying to figure out what was going on. So I am now going to be working on, instead of paying rent, I do not have a mortgage, so what I was paying towards rent plus a little extra, for some it's not a little extra, it's a lot extra, I will be putting into savings because I will have to pay property and school taxes. I will also have to pay the insurance of the house, and I will also have to pay the homeowners association fees and the trails throughout my neighborhood. So you know, I'm adulting. I'm finally an adult. That, and I've paid off my car in December as well. So I have one less debt that I have to focus on for 2023. So I'm so happy. So with that being paid off, I will be able to go ahead and work on paying off the rest of my debts and hopefully get debt free by the end of the year. But you know, things happen, and you know, things happen. In this video, we are going to be doing the annual budget, kind of giving you an overview of how much I plan to spend, how much I plan to put towards debt, and set up my sinking funds, kind of, you know, trying to figure out all of that, give you kind of a rundown of what my life looks like right now, and especially with some of the changes that have happened within just December. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I again said that this is part of my budgeting series, so I will be starting up a whole new playlist for 2023's budgets, so look forward to that. If you are not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that way you are notified when I do post those videos. I will be posting the monthly budget walkthroughs at the beginning of the year, so that way you can see how much I have actually paid towards debt throughout each month and just see my progress. I want to share that with you guys because it can happen. I have been able to pay off a debt, be debt free before, and it can happen, but I'm hyper focused now because with being a homeowner, there are things I want to do around the house and I want to be able to afford them with cash and not have to put them towards, or you know, open up more debt, put them on credit cards or any of that type of stuff. So hyper focused to get all the debt paid off by the end of 2023. So let's see if I can actually do it. So we are continuing to use my Erin Condren Monthly Planner, and I use it as a budget planner basically. I don't necessarily want to cover this up because I think what I'm going to use, I have little like transparent stickers that I'm going to use to kind of like color code some of the expenses. I may cover up this section right here with a white sticker, just a plain white sticker, and kind of do or create a sticker that has a color legend or something like that on there, so that way it's like if I see purple, I'll know it's for a subscription. If it's green, it's for a, I don't know, doctor appointment or something like that. So I can kind of like keep track of what are not the normal bills. They're just the ones that pop up here and there. Like my car insurance is due in January and in July. That's one that I know that I will be putting stickers on there. This, I'm still not sure how I'm going to use it. I may actually, no, yes, like debt payoff, total debt, I don't know, because I have something over here that would be kind of a tracker already. So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know. So what I'm thinking, because I have 6 stickers that I created, since I'm getting rid of September, pages are sticking together. let's see. 1, 2, 3. There's enough to do. Yeah. And if I want to add any extras, so I'm going to go ahead and I should have done this earlier, but I'm going to do it here. I have nothing against September. I just didn't budget for September. I think I got my planner sometime in September or October, beginning of October, somewhere around there. So I just didn't want to deal with it. So I actually am going to be starting on this page over here. And I'm going to try to think of how I want to do my stickers. But before I do that, I am going to share with you guys what I've done. I basically created these on Canva, and I just kind of took what I've done in the past with my bills and everything. So I have a utilities tracker, which is a new one that I actually created this year. Monthly bill budget amount. I will walk you through that. That will probably be the first thing that I do. Sinking funds will be the next thing that I do. We're going to be doing that. Emergency fund. This is just for me to know what expenses I have that I really can't get rid of in case I lose my job. We'll go through that. The next we have the actual budget of the year, and I will not, when I get to here, be showing you the income, but I will be showing you the expenses, the variable and fixed, and then kind of a summary of just the fixed and variable, not including the income. I'll do that later off camera. And then at the end of the year, I will come back and do the actual of what all I got, the actual of all of this, and try to keep a better record of that. And I probably should have put an actual over here because sometimes some of these fixed expenses change. Last but not least, it is the debt snowball. Okay, we're gonna start off on this page right here with the monthly budget amount. And this is basically for me to figure out my utilities, how much estimated or budgeted amount I should aim for every single month. It's kind of like when you go to your electric company and say that you want them to basically give you a flat rate for the year. I'm doing that myself. But it's mainly to help with when it comes to the summer bills, figuring out how to pay that off, or pay towards the summer bills. So I'm gonna have you at a slant a little bit, and I'll try to bring you in a little bit. So first we're gonna focus on entering in the electric and then go through the natural gas. So these expenses are my 2022 bills, the actual amounts that occurred in 2022. Okay, so as you can see with electric, it's low, 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 low. Starts getting high in May because that's when we started having 100-degree days in Houston. And in August it was at 337.97, and that was because my AC was on overload at the end of January, beginning of August, and then it's starting to go down back into the normal range for the winter time. Total was $1,882.20, and what I did down here is I'm dividing that by 12 to get the average for the months for 2022, and that was $156.85. And then from there, to do the monthly budgeted amount, I'm basically rounding up to the nearest $5. So I'm bumping this up to $160. This does change every year because, you know, cost of electricity and fuel and all of that changes every year. Let's go ahead and move into natural gas. Okay, and as you can see with my natural gas, I do have a gas furnace in the wintertime, so usually it is higher in the winter months. And we had a cold February, not as cold as it was last year, but we did have a cold February. So you see that here with the $42. And then it went back, slowly went back down to normal range, which is around the 27, 28 mark, 29 mark. And then in August, it started to go up, 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 up. So basically, I just rounded up. Instead of going, I always round up because as you can see right here, prices are going up. So that's why I just say round up. That way it's not, I've done that in the past where I just rounded to the nearest $5 and didn't round up. I rounded down, and I was not prepared to do that. So I now round up because that's the way it is. If I see something has gone up more, like my water has gone up more, I don't understand. But yeah, you'll see that here shortly. So let's go ahead and get into the water. Average monthly was $165.70. As you can see, my water has been going up. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. I'm bumping this 165, even though we're close to 165, because I know this is going up higher. I am just going to go ahead and bump it up an extra $5. Seriously, squeaking cats, never fun. So that is a look at the monthly budgeted amount for the bills. So that way I can take this and use it for the actual bill, figuring out on how much I want to budget each month for bills. Again, I know it goes up and down depending on the year and all of that type of stuff, but this just gives me something to aim for and something to also figure out to put stuff into savings to cover the higher summer bills. Moving on, we're going to go on into the sinking funds here. Okay, and okay, sinking funds. It's like rainy day funds, contingency plan, contingency funds, that type of stuff. So it's in whatever might happen. So this is what I want to basically have saved up annually for all of these accounts. It doesn't mean that I will have that at the end of the year. It's just what I know I need to put towards all of the sinking funds throughout the year. So total for the car, I'm just going to start off with that. This is what sinking funds looks like for now. We are going to be working on the budget, the annual budget, and okay. Okay, here we are. I am not going to share the income, but I will put it in here at some point at the end of all of this when I'm off camera. But basically what happens is that I get paid twice a month, every month. So I know first paycheck of the month, I will have 26 of them. Second paycheck, 26 of them. I add a column for additional because I don't know what other income I may get through the year. I work elections, so sometimes I get extra income from working elections. We're going to focus on variable expenses and fixed expenses. And then at the very bottom, I will just kind of do the summary. That's the fixed expense and variable. I won't share anything else. Let me go ahead and focus in on the variable expenses. Now, if you are not familiar with these terms, variable expense are the expenses that fluctuate from month to month. Fixed stay the same. So in this case, I have crafts. It's kind of cut off when it printed, but that's anything that has to deal with if I go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby, or even if I'm buying planners. So there are some months where I overspend because I'm buying a bunch of planners. So it's like $100 or something over here. And then there are months where there's nothing in crafts or entertainment. So I feel like I could technically pull those out into cash envelopes, but I really don't want to, because some days I go, or some months I go way overboard on the miscellaneous, and I need that craft and entertainment and personal and all the extra items that are at a zero amount. So now when I see that amount right there, it kind of freaks me out, because at one point, not too long ago, I did not have an income that even covered that. Not even covered that. It's amazing that that was my gross pay before taxes, insurance, and all of that was taken out of there. 41,000 was my gross pay. I'm very, very thankful to have a job that I am able to get myself out of the hole quickly. I'm grateful for the struggles that I had in the past, and I look back and see that, and it's 5 years ago. I mean, seriously, it wasn't that long ago. 5 years ago, that was my gross pay. Moving on into the fixed expenses, these are the ones that should not change throughout the year, so that's just how they are. Of course, they may or may not go down. I just will figure that out as the months go by. So down here, eventually when I add in the income, I will add in my budgeted income, what I expect it to be. Of course, going into January, there will be tax changes. My actual budgeted income might change. So we'll see when that gets there. I hope it doesn't, but it may. Fixed expenses, we have the 18, 24. Variable, And then, like I said, I'll leave the balance at a later date. And put in there. And then once the end of the year is around, I will come and fill in all of this stuff and then figure out how much I actually put towards savings. So, or debt. So it's like whatever extra besides what I have budgeted here can I put towards debt and savings. Moving on with this, we are going to talk about the emergency fund. So this, like I said, was if I lose my job, will I be able to afford the things I need every single month until I can find a job? And this is a plan to try to get it to where you have what you need monthly, 3 months, 6 months, and a year. And it will take a very long time for me to get to a year. I'd like to have 3 months to 6 months, 3 to 6 months. I'd like to have 6 months just because you just never know. But it's a long way coming. And with me only putting $100 away every single month, it's a very long time before I will be able to do the 6 months. I'm currently at around like the 2-month mark. If I lose my job, I will be able to afford everything on this list for 2 months. And hopefully by then I would have found another job. So that's where we're at. You just have to have this set in place just in case something happens. So we will fill this out so that way you can kind of see what my goal is. Okay. We'll fill in the monthly first. So as you can see in the columns, for 1 month, it is around $4,000 that I would need to have saved up. 3 months, $11,898.75. 6 months, $23,797.50. And then a year, I would need $47,595 saved up to be able to afford everything on this without cutting much of anything. So I currently have like $8,000 in my emergency fund account. So it is just over 2 months worth. So not even close to 3 yet. So I feel okay with that. It's much better than it was in the past. I would like it to be more than that, but you know, slow but surely I'll get there. The main focus is to pay off the debts. And as you can see right now, all along, I'm planning to do $10,827 towards debt. And that's not including any additional income or any of that type of stuff that comes in to that. That is just the flat fees that I've been paying for the past couple of years that I want to go ahead and put towards debt, and trying to get them all paid off by the end of the year. Next is the debt snowball sticker. Okay. Estimated monthly is, and then estimated payoff date is 12/31/2023. That is my goal, is to have this paid off. So I'm just at the beginning of the month, I'm going to put the balances here, the total, and then I won't put any like how much I've paid or any of that. I'm just going to, February comes along, I'm going to put the beginning balance for February, March, all the way into the end, and hopefully down here it will have zeros. It will have zeros down here, and then this will be a total of all of that, so I can actually see how much I actually paid that year in debt. Kind of scary to think about that, but it is what it is. Okay. The last and final sticker, and not much to fill out in this one because it's going to be a work in progress through the year. But we are putting in the utilities tracker. And this is going to make my life easier when it comes to 2024, figuring out the budgeted utility bills. And so for this year, when it's the check-in, I'm going to come in January, and when I get the electric bill, I'm going to put the amount here, gas, water, February, I'm going to do all of that, and then I can have the total here. So when I go to do the monthly utilities tracker or the like budgeted utilities amount, I will have a running number, and I can just quickly get that, get the total, divide by 12, round up. It's just a little extra. Little bit extra. But yeah, that is the kind of walkthrough of the budget, the annual budget basically. And I do think I'm going to make a sticker right here that has a legend. I just have to figure it out. I think as the year progresses, I am basically going to be putting in, I'll be marking this as I go. So that way when it comes to 2024, I will be able to set up my planner and have that sticker and then figure out what actual like annual expenses that are not normal that pop up. Some of them I do save up for, some of them I do not. So that's what it is. And then I still don't know what I'm going to do with these sheets. I don't. And as you can see, I've put my hair up since doing all of this. When I am writing, I have to put my hair up. I don't like hair on my face when I'm writing because it all falls forward. But that is my budget for the annual budget. I will be filming a little bit later. I have to wait until the end of December at least. And I will be sharing with you guys my January budget setup as well. And I will be making those monthly so that way you can kind of see what I'm doing. And it's mainly for me to, you know, make sure I'm staying on track. Anyways, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so that way you are notified whenever I do post my budgeting videos. I plan to post those monthly budget setups. I'm going to try to aim for every first Wednesday. However, I think in January, it's going to be the second Wednesday because this video is the first Wednesday of January. So I will try to post the budget ones after that for February through December as the first video of the month. The first video on first Wednesday of the month. Anyways, so I hope everybody has had a wonderful beginning to the new year, and I look forward to sharing my journey with you guys as I continue to be trying to be debt-free. I'm gonna go eat because obviously I'm having problems talking. So anyways, thank you everybody for watching, and I will be back next time. Bye everybody. This part of the video is being brought to you by Jack. Jack, are you gonna talk to them about finances? Huh? 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 Are you going to talk to people about finances? Huh? Being able to pay off that $24,000 in less than 3 years. Jack wants attention. really wants attention. Can I help you? Yeah, you. But okay, I'm gonna end up hurt here. Okay, or a hole in my shirt. Okay. Okay,